enti ye the honorable for Eswitifi North akwa jina court simply because say yakoche honorable e wo galamsey site honorable koye dey oho yebusa na oso honorable se me dey da bi o ma koye hwe oho obi na suma mi na me twam e lo mi check ade wo ho ama obi enti man koye hwe wo but how dey ever dive in deep into the story either say koye dey either say koye galamsey and say mini e concern make sure say o subscribe to channel concern o dey en sha asi concern na 1st of November and the 9 months for no mo kogoso ti ase ti story ni ye enti omo kogoso no omo duru broni krom a eben hwidiem no 10 meters away as omo ya duru kakra no ono mo hu se enkrofo bi mining wo ho ti ase omo ye niema bi wo honom e na omo ye se omo ye dai di ade na omo ye no wo e honom no ye mprinche e ho ye nkohwe abusia ebra omo duru honom no na che se mining e na omo tu na omo de no omo ntu ni wo honom directly like omo koto anwea ne ba na omo abehohoro omo de chemicals bi abefrefra na omo abehohoro e wo honom enti ebra nan mos for duru honom e na se he ne ha munka mo katakata amna no so mo katakata so enti bra nan mos for ne ka se omo katakata amna no so no e na gentleman bi bae gentleman ni chire my friend Mr. Alex omo bisa se hwan na we in charge wo hwan na mining site no ne dia na gentleman yi ba ese friend Mr. Alex nto mu sa gentleman no msi masa gina nchen enti wo ka se nine months for yi ka se masa nyina nchen anche no mu se Range Rover bi so atwiniti eba na che se uhwe Range Rover ni ma honorable Kwaku Kwaku Addo no oti ase member for Eswitifi North no na che se ono a enti osiba no na o call 9 months for panyini ni honom na o twen phone na o di ma 9 months for panyini no na o se ade na o se Collins Dauda honorable Collins Dauda epese onene kasa abusia yenhwe video enti ebra honorable any soldier ni no ko wie no eno mu se area mu ho boys matwuman form ho ase omu pinche ho any hey chese adene ne enyan ene ma na ekoso no chese matwuman for no omunya omu no mu soldiers no ena police for bam ena omu de omu nyina call police station na omu de omu call police station ho kura no omu de omu akọ ho wie na wo se omu besin kọ no matwuman for isi no omu mpene omu pa soldiers for yi aye omu nyadoa abu omo wo honom ma imam zongo chief zongo wo honom no eka na omo di soldiers ni bi ehiem omo di soldiers no ehiem no kra no enye easy omo se oyenya omo abusia na etwagu o screen ni so no boys no chese omo se yenya omo mo soldiers for no abusia now inti sa no assembly beto social media ma ebie de assembly ba social media say honorable galamsey na honorable ye anasa say enti IGP efre honorable say ono honorable nko ma chese omni honorable court ani oti ase na honorable say okay court no de mate o de mo de mbeko court na munya abotre enti honorable release statement by no wo chinam say ono no nanye ho na wo oti ase na okọ ayie honorable say nanye ho na okọ ayie honorable ekọ ayie no e wa akire nsu a nti honorable kire ma okọ ayie no wa akire nsu a no oduru hwidiem honorable Collins Dauda the constituency hwidiem oduru honom no na ohun se commotion bi ekoso e wo honom tie ohun se commotion ekoso wo constituency honorable Collins Dauda constituency no ohun say as a commotion bi dey koso ho no e na obusa as na dey na asi wo hanum sei na say oh military officers bi na aba na omo ye mining site bi ho honum na omo aba se omo nyai na omo because commotion ho honum enti ho na am honorable Ebenezer Kwaku Addo yi efre honorable Collins Dauda no na o ka kire ne say na asi wo constituency ho tie asem ni ye na ofre no ka kire say na asi wo constituency ho enti opinche honum say wo kwa akotie de asi wo honum emi ya konkonseni hyene nso ha say eye honorable Ebenezer Kwaku Addo yi ono wo kire mu say ni statement no wo kire mu say wanfa ne pe na call gold extraction site honum no wanfa ne pe na call honum otise commotion ni si wo honum no ofre honorable Collins Dauda no na honorable Collins Dauda no man direction say okay ene won ko honum na one military on friend no one military for no enkasa no hu de ntia because or the council ma obi ma omo koy ba omo ni nipa kra nkasa ntia bia honorable Ebenezer Kwaku Addo we die okwa oye dey omo timi ni dey ene na kasa nti enu nti ene ma na dey ekopie mu ene nya ono nkwa ne koy one ne driver ene ni secretary or bibisa ene ko ho no
One in the private journey where you man. You know, baby, soldiers no more on the plan. Make me answer. Oh, we won't say soldier.
When na every honorable statement nim what you say and some way na every honorable statement nim and honorable we say ba be state biem say yes and no person omo show peace so omo movie omo niema ni nyina what you say suspect ni niema ni nyina e call police station ba na omo mpene no ma block kwan say de be ya omo like omo nya kwan ko police station woni ade what you say so omo move omo free on kwan no was a problem but honorable any Asempa FM for etwe nkomo oti ase e kire nsem nim oti ase now this one truth needs to be told oti ase truth no we have to tell the truth but what the yenko tie honorable ni Asempa FM for conversation have ye beto aso.
I don't know if when you're time as we are active on social media especially Facebook some of your party communicators that was social media no were up in arms against you. I mean, we na free say we go aban ne ma say na was say party ne twen waso e was say o mampanyi twen waso what kinds of comment ne be
obi my kind be but me who say issues bar there's something called natural justice utie be nkumna utie nifa then you make a clear conclusion. You said yeah police for about investigation. If it's can you mean you to make crime investigation, you know, by yeah, but you know, social media, no, Obia or who can say, Otimiko Candy also, Kanti, the Oka Papa, the Onka Papa, I take it in good faith. I'm only looking at the investigation before Bayano, at the Babu and Tiama, yeah, I was a no credit, but dead, you know, a dead in my yet there's nothing that would allow me to make a step against a government business or government agenda. We are all fighting against illegality. But sometimes and I'm more to calmness about in our attempt to solve a situation, you know. As a major stakeholder of peace and a parliamentarian as such, you know, also we offer my services to ensure that public is always safe.
How would you react to those who would say, sir, your attempt to even go to the site and get and speak to the NIMOS commander, and I say, through you, Honorable Collins Dauda, and the NIMOS commander, Bedin Komono, amounted to obstruction of a Juma and a NIMOS for a year. Now, your presence there no, was unnecessary. What would you say to, you know?
Obi kasa na Because Chrono, he didn't understand, or he's not understanding leadership. Because a military team and about area, and as a leader, I had to show that the Ekosono, or here assistance to get something done. So going there to find out what is happening, I think that was the best thing I could have done. And say me many free the Ekosono so now, like I said, me quite the BCBR in fact.
Very well. Into your how our investigations never could be any ever said in Comobio. At the time when I moved free with the police station, that suspect no way, where the suspects still at the police station.
No, the suspects, they had handed over their car keys to them. The police had handed over their car keys to them, so they had moved their cars away from the police station.
Meaning, sir, no police for no jai suspect is or monko.
Yes, they had handed over the some of the items are no more as now or more police military na hand over ama police so the ama
suspect
just to move their cars away from the place because of the route and
Oh, okay, it based on na mob na begu ono reaction into no the police left the suspect to go.
Not to go, but to move their vehicle because they were some of the comments from the irate youth, was say omo car keys and it might be omo so I think they thought giving the keys to them omo they took an free one and the man boys akuma told me and that is what the Zongo chief and
yeah, I agree. As we speak, the suspects are not in police custody. Yeah, Kasa,
Well, I can't speak to that.
You cannot speak to that. But at least at the time, the guys were not with the police. Now, to restore peace and calm.
That is what happened. Military agreement. He had read an agreement for the military to hand over the seized items to the police.
And the police then handed it over to the suspects.
That is it.
Okay.
Best Samrim said the majority leader, Mahama Ayarega, what you say, or Castle by Hinti, Minister for Interior, not just say, Ebenezer, Kwaku Addo, what you say, Minister Ebenezer, Kwaku Addo, or the Nobo Akotre, police for, what you say, or the Nobo Akotre police for regularly, Abusia.
Of members of parliament. And I am hoping that our brief comments would focus on the question of privileges. I think what I heard you say is that you will not shield any member of this House when they are alleged to have committed offenses and the law enforcement agencies are seeking to investigate and establish whether indeed a crime has been committed for the purposes of being prosecuted or held accountable in any other form, shape, or manner. And you zeroed in on the specific instance of the alleged attack on the anti-Galamsey task force. We all heard in the media that there was an attack on an anti-Galamsey task force in Esitufi South, and I later got some indication that a member on this side of the House is alleged to have instigated some community members to resist the work of the task force. Mr. Speaker, let me indicate that yesterday I got a call from the Minister for the Interior, Honorable Muntaka, that the IGP needed the member for interrogation. I invited the member, he came to my office, and I was trying to reach Muntaka. I couldn't reach him, so ultimately I had to ask the member to go. If I reach Muntaka, I will call him back. Subsequently, Honorable Muntaka called me back. He was in a meeting when I was calling him. And I told him that I had invited the MP. He was ready to come see whoever he should see. But because we did not hear from him, I had dismissed him. So we scheduled that this morning, the member should be sent to the CID headquarters to meet with one of the deputy CID directors for processing. And so this morning, he went with our majority chief whip and his lawyer. They received him at CID headquarters, took him through the processes, and I received a call not quite long ago that he has been taken to court, and as we speak, he is actually in court being arraigned. And so let me also indicate that as members of parliament, we do not consider ourselves being above the law, that we are always ready to be held accountable for our actions and inactions.
Mr. Granted Honorable Kwaku Addo bail of 150,000 Ghana cedis. What you say? Oma granting a bail of 150,000 Ghana cedis. And after you must seize the passport. And this is very good and great job as a ruling party, as a ruling government. Like when it will set as an example. And we are saying we are fighting Galamsey. We are fighting Galamsey. And so Empanifona they say Galamsey. And Obiama comment section home say me politics. You people there, I know you. You can't look at the politics. What you say? A woman is to Galamsey, to Galano. Mama say we are fighting Galamsey. And this one, President John Mahama, thumbs up, thumbs up. So I won't be walking I will say Chinaso. I bet set it as an example. I'm a yenina, woman, so Bianco Sabim. Now we sent that yes, no, with the money didn't seem that you now subscribe to channel and know me as subscribe button. What you say? You be free will be a make sure some on Saka. Still, you're from a Kwame Mercury. Concern you be share other time. Bye bye.
I'm a Mercury.